Hi, this is Vintage Toilets Vermont. Welcome back to the Emerald City. A year has passed since I videoed in here. There have been a few changes. The green toilet and sink remain the same. I'll start with a flush of the Belger Silenta. It works very well. We're still very pleased with it. But we have a new addition in here. This is the 1940 standard Bering Urinal. This is the same urinal featured in KFK's videos 208 and 217. He shows the urinal as when he first received it, and then after he cleaned it up and did some flush tests with the flushometer. Back in February, he sold it and shipped it to me. So this urinal came all the way from Oregon, then halfway across the country, and now it is up here in the woods in Vermont where it's going to stay. So far we've been really happy with it. I'm not sure if this is picking it up, but here is the JP or OP. There it is right there, that KFK mentioned. We're not sure what that meant. Maybe Pacific. But whatever. It is 1940, and then of course is the standard logo. It came with the top spud for the water supply. I purchased the flush valve and the drain spud. KFK cleaned this up very well. All it needed was just cosmetic touches. I mean, just the fine work. A few scuffs that were on the outside, that all came off. And there was just a little bit of scaling left in the drain that I got out with acid cleaner in and all. But so far, we're really happy with it. I ran the water from the shed outside and increased the piping from 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. And this, of course, is my antifreeze port. I'll only be using this once a year when I drain the system, but I want to be able to blow antifreeze through the valve. So let's have a flush. I do not get an adequate wash from these rim jets up here. Just a little bit. Actually, you can see it better on here than you can with a naked eye. But it has enough of a rinse so that it cleans off this overview. And it is capable of a very, very strong flush with better water pressure. And in the case of this, is I just don't have the water pressure to make the flush that you see in KFK's video 217. But again, this has very light use and will be kept clean. So I don't anticipate any problems with it forming buildup or anything like that. I've installed my pressure gauge on the antifreeze port, and I did put a dishcloth around it just because I'm not sure if this connection is all that tight. And the washer inside isn't all that great. So anyway, let's see what we have. Okay, I am showing just under 20 pounds of pressure on here. Let's see what happens when we flush. Of course, the pressure drops to 0. Okay, about 20 pounds. This would not work with a flushometer. I understand that you need to have at least 25 pounds of pressure for a flushometer to work. One problem with these self-closing valves is that in actual use, say in a men's restroom, the urinal is never given a thorough flush. It's just usually like this. And of course that's not any kind of a rinse, and there is little wonder why you have buildup or odors from one of these. But when we flush it, we give it a good adequate rinse and make sure everything goes down so that it's clean. This urinal is kept clean with an acid cleaner and a toilet brush. The brush is able to get up under the rim very well and into the drain holes. Once that's rinsed out, I spray a little bleach-based cleaner in there and let it stay for a few minutes just to keep the inside white and make it look as good as I can possibly get it. It also gets a wipe down once a day. So anyway, this is the 1940 standard Bering urinal, a great addition to our cabin, and I'll end with one more flush. Thanks for watching, and many thanks to KFK for offering me this treasure.